They say love stories are everywhere. They're in the crumbling architecture of old cities, the wind rustling through ancient trees, or the melody of a song you suddenly remember. Sometimes our greatest tales are right under our noses, hidden in plain sight. And that's how it started for Maya and Elena, in the heart of a city where time seemed to move at its own pace. The aroma of old books hung in the air like a familiar friend. For Maya, entering that store was always a journey into a world of possibilities. She'd wander through aisles, running her fingers along worn spines, discovering stories from another era. Elena, on the other hand, had her own route, her own set of favorites. It was like the store itself had anticipated her steps, guiding her towards the narratives she craved. The space hummed with the energy of countless stories, some whispered, some shouted. And amidst the cacophony of tales, Maya and Elena found their own. One rainy afternoon, as if drawn by an invisible thread, their paths intertwined within the store's comforting embrace. Elena, tall with eyes that mirrored the vastness of the sky, stood immersed in a vintage collection of poems. As Maya approached, her gaze lingered on Elena, not just admiringly, but as if recognizing a missing piece she hadn't known existed. When their eyes met, it wasn't the spark of immediate recognition, but a slow bloom, like the sunrise after a long, dark night. In that quiet haven of old books and forgotten lore, they started talking, and talking revealed poet after poet, heartache after heartache. It was almost as if the books themselves were stepping aside, allowing their love story to take center stage. Those initial encounters were laced with surprise and a hint of disbelief. How could they both have spent so much time in this place without seeing each other? Or if they had, why did they not recognize the significance of the moment? It was as if the store itself was playing a cosmic game, keeping them apart until it was ready for their paths to intertwine. Their initial conversations weren't just about poetry or the weather. They discussed dreams, aspirations, the fragile nature of hope, and the persistence of pain. They spoke of their fears, their struggles, and the solace they found in the quiet companionship of a good book. They discovered that both of them favored worn copies of classic novels, and that they both cried at sad endings. They also realized that they shared a deep appreciation for art in all its forms and a love for walks along the riverbank, especially at sunset. Over time, these meetings became a ritual. A Thursday afternoon at the bookstore became their shared sanctuary, a space where they could shed the weight of the world and be their truest selves. Their connection grew, nurtured by a mutual respect, a shared love for literature, and an undeniable attraction. They began leaving each other notes, quoting their favorite passages or sharing snippets of new poems they discovered. These notes, filled with literary allusions and whispered sentiments, became a secret language between them, a testament to their evolving bond. It was a love story unfolding between the lines of well-loved books, a melody composed of shared passions and quiet moments of understanding. The bookstore became their haven, a place where their love story took root and blossomed. Yet life, as it often does, threw its share of challenges their way. Elena's past was a landscape dotted with the ruins of past loves, each holding its own story of heartbreak. She was cautious, not wanting to let another person in, only to hurt her again. Then there was Maya, grappling with the expectations of a family that had always questioned her choices. She feared their judgment, not just for her love for Elena, but for the fact that it defied societal norms. But their love, born in the hushed reverence of a bookstore, was resilient. It was patient, persistent, and above all, real. They navigated the complexities of their feelings, communicating openly, honestly, and with a kindness that was both humbling and inspiring. It was in the small, intimate moments that their bond truly deepened. Late-night talks over steaming cups of tea, impromptu dance sessions in the kitchen, or quiet evenings spent reading poetry to each other. They found solace in the mundane, beauty in the ordinary, and strength in each other's vulnerabilities. Elena, with her gentle spirit and artistic soul, taught Maya the art of finding poetry in everyday life, of seeing beauty in the smallest details. Maya, in turn, showed Elena the strength that comes from embracing life wholeheartedly.